Today I'm going to show you how to document client systems at scale so you're not drowning in sheets, PDF, Word documents, etc. When you're managing multiple clients, documentation of systems, workflows, funnels, flowcharts, etc. becomes a nightmare. And the traditional methods, PDFs, documents, sheets don't scale. Also, in 2026, let's be honest, clients don't want to be reading pages of links, etc. So I figured out, what if we incorporated vibe coding and created an amazing client experience, an amazing client journey for all of our clients. So I'm going to show you exactly what we did. So for context, for our internal project management, we still use ClickUp to document the work we have done. And I thought this was very intuitive for clients, but I realized it wasn't. So here in this task, for example, we're documenting everything we did for a client, the links of everything, the links we did here, how the funnel works, the workflow for everything, and the documents here of the client requirements, as well as screenshots. So what we were doing before is basically taking all what we had done, our work, and sending it to the client. I'm going to show you the two ways that we used before. So my team member would manually put all of these things in an email. Actually, no. What my team would do is we created a custom field here where we explain the work that we did, and then we put a picture. You can see here, for example, a picture of the workflows. And then what we would do is we have an automation that automatically, when we mark a ticket as complete, we would send an email to the client explaining the work done. Like, this is a basic example, but in other tickets, for example, we have sent more details. For example, the products created, what the support request included. Now we realized clients did not wanna read that, and we actually got that feedback. So we also tried sending the documentation in a written document, and I'm gonna show you what we did. So this is another yet failed attempt at documenting the work. So even though it's great to document everything that we do, because in this case, for this client, we did the following. We did a do-it-yourself package where we did this funnel, this preview, this workflow. We did a done with you package, the funnel, the preview, the workflow, the done for you, add-ons, and the book a call. But still, I realized, and this is something this client over here told me, they did not wanna read it. They wanted a gamified system where we can document and they can enjoy reading the client experience and educating themselves on what we have done. So I developed a system where we still document internally every single thing we have done for a client, but instead of presenting the information in the same way that we document, we incorporate vibe coding to create a presentable product. So we recently started using Lovable, and what we did is in the Lovable prompt, we copied and pasted all the things that we had done. So all the links, actually, we pasted them into Lovable, but we explain what each thing does. So that's something my team does, and now it's a standardized process that we're gonna do for every single high-ticket client. And we're also teaching this in our community. So if you wanna learn how to do this, we have a community in the description below where we have 2 support calls a week where we actually build stuff with you. And we can take remote control of you. I can take remote control of your screen and build stuff for you if there is few people in the call. Typically we get 5 to 10 people in the calls, sometimes 2 to 3. So it's basically a one-on-one with me. And on top of that, I have more than 30 plus hours of automation courses on workflows, make scenarios, automation, coaching call recordings, how to build custom client projects, how to use high level from the basics, workflow start to finish, A2P registration, email deliverability, etc. But anyways, the prompt that we put for Lovable is we put all these workflow links, and we wanted to create, so we put all the links, and basically, yeah, so Lovable is going to create an interactive dashboard for this client over here. So yeah, look at this. This is the preview. This is exactly what Lovable did. So if you see, instead of presenting like we were doing before, an email with a picture and with some links, we created a funnel map that is integrated. It's a whole system where the client can click and see where everything is. So now all the workflows are explained visually. As you can see here, all these workflows are explained visually. So the client can just go and click on the workflow. And on top of that, we categorize all the things that we did. For example, the system. This is the PDF contact form submitted, enrolled, the appointment, the no-show, the appointment confirmation. We documented the funnel pages in an interactive way so the client can see, for example, this is the opt-in page. He just clicks here and he sees that this funnel is the opt-in page where someone can become a lead. Then the client knows that this is the privacy policy, this is the terms of service, this is the thank you page, and it explains here the lead entry points. So the landing page funnel, the opt-in form, the booking calendar, and we put links to edit it in high level because we used to tell clients where to edit the exact link and they would still forget. So we realized that we needed to make this interactive. On top of that, we created a lead journey flow chart where we visually represent how the leads move through our funnel system. So now this shows the client how a lead enters from their system, from top of the funnel all the way to the bottom. And we even documented the AI and knowledge base. So now the client knows where everything is in one place. Now, here's the best part to make the client experience even better. We created something called a custom menu. So we embedded this inside of high level so the client doesn't ever have to leave high level. I'm gonna show you how I did that. So the first part is here. We can click on publish and this gives me the URL. So I copied this, well, my team did, but I instructed them what to do. So if you're in your high level account and you have an agency account, in the settings, so in the agency settings, a lot of people don't know that you can embed additional stuff. It's called custom menu links. And if you see here, there's snapshot guide. So I copied and pasted the link that I got from Lovable and I created a custom menu called the snapshot guide, which is an embedded page, iframe. So what does this mean? That when I go to the sub account of the client, you can see here that the Lovable item that I showed you before is now embedded inside the client high level account. So he wants to check how any workflow works. He can just click. And as I said before, the best part of this is that it's very, very, very scalable. Doing an interactive artifact like this only took me 5 minutes in Lovable. In another video, I'm going to explain from scratch how to create anything in Lovable that you want. So stay tuned because I really want to show you step by step how you can build anything that you want in Lovable. This is just scratching the surface. So you can see the client now has an interactive client experience. They can train their own team members without ever leaving the high level platform. Again, if you enjoyed this video, don't just subscribe and check the description below because I have a community where if you're my high level affiliate at the unlimited plan or above, you get access to all my resources, my 2 calls a week community, which is growing. It used to be 1 call a week. Now it's 2 calls a week. The courses and call recordings are always expanding. So just check the description below and join.